Dharani uvacha
Dharani uvacha
Bhavan hi veda tat sarvam
Bhavan hi veda tat sarvam
yanmam dharmanu pruchhasi
yanmam dharmanu prachasi
chaturvi vartase yena
chaturbhir vartase yena
pade loka sukhavahai.
padir loka sukhavahai.
Yes, please recite.
Dharani uvacha
Dharani uvacha
Bhavan hi veda tat sarvam
Bhavan hi veda tat sarvam
yanmam dharmanu prachasi
yanmam dharmanu pruchhasi
chaturbhir vartase yena
chaturvi vartase yena
Adiloka Sukhavahai.
Ade loka sukhavahai. We do the synonyms, or anyone wants to try? Okay, synonyms. Dharani uvacha.
Dharani Vacha.
Mother Earth replied.
Mother Earth replied,
Bhavan,
Bhavan,
your good self.
your good self.
He
He
certainly.
certainly.
Veda.
Veda,
No.
no.
Tat sarvam.
Tasarvam,
All that you have inquired from me.
all that you have inquired from me.
Yet
Yet
that.
that,
Mam.
Mam,
From me.
from me.
Dharma.
Dharma,
O personality of religious principles.
O personality of religious principles.
Anuprachasi.
Anuprachasi,
You have inquired one after another.
you have inquired one after another.
Chaturvihi.
Chaturbhihi,
By four.
by four.
Vartase.
Vartase,
You exist.
you exist.
Yena.
Yena,
By which?
by which.
Ade.
Adahe,
By the legs.
by the legs.
Loka.
Loka,
Each and every planet.
in each and every planet.
Sukha avahe.
Sukha avahe,
Increasing the happiness.
increasing the happiness.
Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai.
The earthly deity, in the form of a cow, thus replied to the personality of religious principles in the form of a bull. O Dharma, whatever you have inquired from me shall be known to you. I shall try to reply to all those questions. Once you too were maintained by your four legs, and you increased happiness all over the universe by the mercy of the Lord. Purport: the principles of religion are held down by the Lord Himself, and the executor of such laws is Dharmaraj or Yamaraj. Such principles work fully in the age of Satya Yuga. In the Treta Yuga, they are reduced by a fraction of 1/4. In the Dwapar Yuga, they are reduced to 1/2. And in the Kali Yuga, they are reduced to 1/4. Gradually diminution to the 0 point, and then devastation takes place. Happiness in the world depends proportionately on the maintenance of the religious principles, individually or collectively. The best part of valor is to maintain the principles despite all kinds of odds. Thus, one can be happy during the span of life and ultimately return to Godhead. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Salakaya चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Thank you so much for joining to Srimad Bhagavatam Narrations. This is from Srimad Canto 1, the chapter entitled How Parikshit Maharaj Received the Kali, Age of Kali. So we know this material world is one of the creations of the Supreme Lord, and it has its own nature. And material nature becomes effective, working by the different energies of the Lord. Matter in general is passive, but it becomes active. The whole thing appears like active by the influence of time. When the Lord invests the time energy, everything appears like functioning, manifesting, unmanifesting, manifesting, unmanifesting. So time is also an energy of the Supreme Lord, is none different than the Supreme Lord. The influence of time is experienced within this whole universe. Whereas in the spiritual world, the effect of time is not there. Thus it is called eternal, the Sanatana. There is no beginning, there is no end. However, in this material world, this concept and the experience of time is there, the beginning and the end. And that's why the time is also divided into different ages. So earthly planet experiences these different ages called Satya Yuga, Treta Yuga, Dwapar Yuga, and Kali Yuga. And every yuga, every age has its own time, set of times. 4.2, 4 lakh, 4,32,000 years, which is age of Kali. And the previous age was double than that. The previous to that was triple than this current one. And the Satya Yuga, which is first one, is 4 times of the current one. So every time there's a nature, and there's a nature of time, symptoms of time, situation, place. Every age has different symptoms. So time also deteriorates everything in this earth. Satya Yuga apparently appears all these things perfectly running very well. The religious principles are practiced very well. What are the religious principles? Is mercy, cleanliness, austerity, truthfulness. These are religious principles. When it's a principles, in principle, one has to practice this. Details are different. So in the age of Satya Yuga, these 4 religious principles are intact. There's no fear to this. Like all the citizens, everybody is very pure, and people practice self-realization on those days in that environment. But as time deteriorates, from Satya Yuga to Dwapar Yuga, Treta Yuga and Kali Yuga, or Satya Yuga, Treta Yuga, Dwapara Yuga, then Kali Yuga, one by one diminishes. That symptoms diminishes. One becomes in the age of Kali, only the symptoms left is little truthfulness. Little truthfulness. There is no austerity. There is no cleanliness. And there is no mercy in the age of Kali. So that's why we suffer. And everyone in this world suffers. This Krishna consciousness movement is to bring a balance by restoring those lost legs also. That's why Prabhupada has made kind of, he gave the essence of the whole Vedic culture, whole religious culture, whole spiritual culture. Even the millions and millions of books, so many philosophies, varieties, everything is there. But ultimately, he gave in simple words. Follow four regulative principles and chant Hare Krishna. That's his Dharma. Very nice. Dharma, Dharma means, here it says, Dharma means that which comes from the following instructions of the Lord, pleasing the Lord. Dharma means pleasing the Lord. And how we please him? By following his instructions. By following his instructions. That is Dharma. And how we do? The Dharma is given. Okay, this time one should recommend it that one should chant, call the names of God. Call the names of God. Nam Namakari Bahuda Nija Sarva Saktis Tatrarpita Niyamita Smaranena Kalaha Etadrisi Taba Kripa Bhagavan Mamapi Durdaivam Idrusham Yajani Nanuraga. So the Lord has many hundreds and thousands unlimited names, bona fide names. We can call any name. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, with his own example, he gave Hare Krishna Mahamantra, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare. But in principle, what is the principle? Is to call the names of God. And in details, okay, which are the names? That's in details. That can change time, place, circumstances. So that is Dharma. Now, what are the principles of Dharma? Is mercy, truthfulness, austerity, cleanliness. Those are the principles of Dharma. And what happened when Parikshit Maharaj traveled all over the earth, when he heard some of the religious principles are being compromised? And it's the duty of a leader who has taken the responsibility. He has to do his duty properly. Just like Lord Krishna instructed Arjuna, he must do his duty properly. If he does not do prescribed duty, then everything will be ruined. So Parikshit Maharaj saw that there's some compromises is happening on Kali, on following the principles. He understood it is duty. So he started traveling all over the earth. When he traveled, he heard the glories of the Supreme Personality of God from so many people. They were happy that Parikshit Maharaj has come. He is an emperor. Many times, or many places, they were glorified. But at one point, he noticed that this conversation, what is that? The mother bull is inquiring, happened to see a cow, and the cow is personification of earth. And bull is personification of religion, Dharma, which is Yamaraj. So bull has not saw that the moroseness in the cow's face, not very happy, morosed. There is no joyful. The previous verses we read, the cows will be profusely, they will give milk when they are cheerful. Cows can be cheerful also. Should be actually. Cows should be cheerful. Why not? Why they should be punished like that? They are very morose. They are very unhappy. When they know, any place when there's a fear, the feeling of danger, something comes, fearfulness and danger comes, the faces become dull. During Corona time, I was talking to my mother also, like we all know, everybody's face are like very dull. There's no joy in their face, there's no happiness in their faces. Because everybody is afraid of, fearful of. The death was on their head, or the death was on the relative's head. So no one is cheerful. Same situation is for the cows also. Why cows and bulls are not cheerful? Because they're so frustrated. Very frustrated. They know love is shown. It is the cows that depend on our love on them. They depend on us. But we don't realize their pain and pleasure. So when bull, personification of bull, saw that Mother Earth in the form of cow, he inquired. So many questions he asked. And in those questions, he asked, are you unhappy? Why are you not? What is the cause of your being dissatisfaction? Is because the Lord Krishna is no more in this earth? Is it because I am standing in only in one leg? Means because of this I'm standing. As a dharma, I'm standing on one leg, which is truthfulness. Are you lamenting for that reason, or are you in great anxiety because unlawful meat eaters will exploit you? When it comes to unlawful meat eaters, Prabhupada gives very sorry for that. Prabhupada gives very this thing elaborate explanation. What is unlawful meat eaters is, the Vedas allows. Vedas recommends not to take. Mercy is one of the symptoms of dharma. Veda does not allow to eat meat. However, when the people are inclined to eat, the law allows a certain time they're allowed to kill one lower animal and offer to Goddess Kali and take it on the Amavasya day. But doesn't mean that there's a license. But on the law, on this strength of this law, there are so many unlawful meat eaters. We find it. There's so many sacrifices people perform to Kali and all this just for the sake of eating meat. And same way, we find that in other cultures also. Thanksgiving, it's a Thanksgiving. How can you give kill a species for thanking them? It's also we find other culture. They kill the goats and they kill the cows, mass slaughtering. This is unlawful killing. These were predicted before itself. Dharma was asking to Mother Earth, are you not happy because of this situation? Everyone has a good and bad time, looks like, in the life. Everyone has. Mother Earth has a good time and bad time. She was happy when all the children were very prosperous. They're following the principles of religion, following the dharma properly. She was very happy because it's good for her. And few more questions. There are several questions asked. He said that Are you feeling compassion for the unhappy human children who are left forlorn by unscrupulous persons? Anyone knows what is the meaning of forlorn? I want to speak. Forlorn. Yeah.
Abandoned.
Abandoned. Thank you. Abandoned. And that is very prominent in this time. A man begets a child and goes away. Sometimes, even mother also do not take care. Killing of the mother, killing of the children is very prominent. Who allows, who sanctions? The mother. Human and children are left forlorn by unscrupulous persons. Unscrupulous persons, such kind of act is condemned. Now, are you unhappy because the goddess of learning is being handled by Brahmanas, addicted to acts against the principles of religion? The people, as the time deteriorates, there is no Brahmanical culture. There is no encouragement for Brahmanical culture also. So Brahmins used to live on charity. Look at whatever the situation. Brahmins are generally supposed to live on charity, but there's no charity anymore. No one gives charity to Brahmins. At the same time, Brahmins also degrade from their position. Still, there are some Brahmins who want to maintain what they do. They have taken the unlawful worship practice of worships. And that which you are not supposed to be worshipping, that is not worshipful. Still, they engage in that because they get salary from that. So, goddess of learning is being handled by Brahmanas addicted to acts against the principle of religion. Those Brahmanas who act against the principle of religions are holding the Shastras, goddess of learning. They are teaching. So then another question, are you not happy because Brahmanas have taken shelter of administrative families that do not respect Brahmanical culture? Administrative families supposed to respect the Brahmanical culture. They must abide, but they don't, and still Brahmanas still surrendered to them. It was not in other ages. Other ages Brahmanas could challenge because they were responsible for this. In the age of Kali, all the symptoms one can find. Now, interestingly, he is asking, Bull is asking, Bull is responded to, Mother Earth responded to this to Bull. He says, you already know. Whatever you are asking, O Dharma, whatever you have inquired from me shall be known to you. Because he is the Dharma. What is right and what is wrong, what is the situation, what is supposed to be, the Dharma should be knowing already. I shall try to reply to all those questions. So then he says that once you too were maintained by the four legs, and you increased happiness all over the universe by the mercy of the Lord. In this statement is very nice, because what he says is that when you are maintained by the four legs, when you maintained by your four legs, you increased happiness all over the universe by the mercy of the Lord. It means when the principles of religion is mercy, cleanliness, truthfulness, and austerity is followed, what will happen? It will increase happiness all over the universe. So this is Krishna consciousness. This is Prabhupada's movement. Actually, we are fighting against Maya. We are fighting against Maya on behalf of the Supreme Lord. And to fight, just like Parikshit Maharaj fought, he did not give up. I know it's very hard to see how these things are deteriorating, but still looks like there's hope. And Parikshit Maharaj did not give up, he fought. Similarly, for devotees also are recommended to fight against Maya by chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Constant fighting has to be there. And when there's a practice of dharma is going on, any place when there's sincere practice going on, Maya will infiltrate. Actually, he will try to test. Actually, Maya cannot do anything. Illusion cannot do anything. Krishna Surya Sama Maya Andhakara Yaha Krishna Tahani Maya Adhikar. This is for sure. When there's Krishna is there, Maya cannot come. Wherever there is Krishna, there is Maya cannot come. That's for sure. Then how these bad things are happening? So it's Maya is testing, and it means devotees has to be very, very sincere to make sure that we do not allow Maya to infiltrate in our lives, in our communities. It is everyone's responsibility to practice on those principles properly, so that we can practice well. When Prabhupada used to become very sick, he realized that when devotees tried to find out what is the reason, he said that many of the disciples are not practicing the codes or the principles properly. So instructed everybody to. He desired, of course, instructed to practice this, to do their sadhana well. And Prabhupada in little purport here, what it says that, and as this I already covered, and as the time goes, changes, the quality of dharma, the principles of dharma deteriorates, and in such a way that they'll kind of obsolete. The only last leg, the dharma is only one, truthfulness is only one thing. And what is the truthfulness is also explained by His Holiness Satsuru Sai Maharaj. Truthfulness is not just speaking truth. It's not just speaking truth. Truthfulness is Sat, the eternity, the existence of the Supreme Lord, the faith on the Supreme Lord. That faith is still there. I'll have to read details. I read long time back. The more details on truthfulness has been given, but on truthfulness is a proper. How we negate the truthfulness is by not performing gambling, not cheating propensity. Without any cheating propensity, one can negate that gambling. So that is still there. That genuineness is still there. Looks like last leg. So that the reviving of Krishna consciousness will bring some change into this world, and people will be happy if these things are practiced well. So okay, it's 8:24. Maybe we can. Any comments, corrections, questions?
Direction, Ruji, very nice class. I have a question. Dharma had 4 legs in Satyuga. That's good. Treta Yuga, which leg was removed? Which leg was broken? Was it mercy?
Yeah, mercy. Yeah, mercy, because
the sacrifice, animal sacrifice.
Yeah, animal sacrifice has not been bad, because animal sacrifice, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu already cleared what is animal sacrifice means. But yes, they indulge in mercy. They indulge in sacrifice is there. Kings also engaged in. Who started Bhagavatam explains Karma Kanda. Who started Bhagavatam? Fourth or fifth canto has the king who actually started this Karma Kanda. Karma Kanda was not there. So all the four Vedas, they're not needed in all these previous ages, because there is no Karma Kanda in the age of Satyuga. So right, the sacrifice has been introduced. But in general, Gomeda and Aswamedha Yajna that's actually for the rejuvenating the animal back. Instantly, it's a test. Instantly, the animal should be rejuvenated with a new body, healthy body, not just for killing purpose. Gomeda and Aswamedha. That's the conversation took place between Chand Kazi and Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Yes, mercy is going down, and
Then Dwapar Yuga, which leg was?
cleanliness, that also goes down. Am I mixing? Yeah, that's Dwapar Yuga.
So
Yeah, cleanliness.
So cleanliness and austerity both should go down, right? Then only there'll be only one leg left, right?
Yeah. That's right. Austerity is intoxication. That austerity, exactly. Cleanliness and austerity. When we talk about, okay, here's the thing. When we talk about when it's coming down, it's not like in one age one completely goes, the other age one completely goes. So all these things reduces. And in truthfulness also in the age of Kali doesn't mean that the bull is standing the completely 100% truthfulness. Little remnants of the truthfulness. Make sense?
Yeah, I got it. But I'm just trying to understand like which
all of the in every age in after the Satyuga, all these principles they get deteriorate gradually, and in Dwapara Yuga now because now it is Dwapara Yuga, the age changed, right? Switched. Generally, it's Satyuga, Dwapara Yuga, Treta Yuga, and Kali Yuga, but this time it's Satyuga, Dwapara Yuga, Treta Yuga. Satyuga, Treta Yuga, Dwapara Yuga, and Kali Yuga. So as the Treta Yuga and Dwapar Yuga came, all religious principles degrade in all aspects. So in all aspects. So when you come to reach the Kali, kind of almost gone. Just a little bit truthfulness is there. So using that, by practicing Sankirtana Yajna, what is going to happen is the four legs will be re-established up to some extent. You can say 100% was practiced, 75% was practiced, 50% is practiced, and 25%, hardly 25% in the age of Kali. But Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, actually in the age of Kali is there nothing. It's a mercy of the Lord for some time in a golden age. The Sankirtan movement has been given to us so that we can still in this Kaladoso Nidhi Rajanasti Ekmat Kirtanat Mukta Sangasya Param Brajet. I forgot the last word. So in this age of Kali, it's a temporary setup. Otherwise, Kali also doesn't have all these things. All the four legs will be gone. Even truthfulness will also be gone after 10,000 years. So as it is there, we are very fortunate we could take shelter of the Prabhupada's movement. Without Prabhupada's movement, there was no hope for us actually. There was no hope. You all agree and I agree. I was looking for, which place I should go? Where should I live? Where should I go? Because the whole world seemed to be chaos for me, sinful, constant. So now we don't realize, I know many times, how fortunate that we have a place, we have an association where these principles of religion are practiced. That is Satyuga. That is, we live in Satyuga. Devotees live in Satyuga because Satyuga is all the four legs are restored. We no gambling, no meat eating, no illicit sex, no intoxication. That's Satyuga. So that's why many times it is said that Satyuga rules apply on devotees. You understand Satyuga rules apply on devotees because there's a sin committed by mind, sin committed by words, and sin committed by one's body. There are three different things. In other ages, sin committed by mind, thinking bad will have its effect. In Kali Yuga, thinking bad will not have its effect because everybody thinks bad. Everyone thinks bad. So, but however, in devotees, but for devotees, thinking bad is bad because devotees live in Satya Yuga. That's what His Holiness Jayapatak Swami Maharaj mentioned. I hope it does make sense because offenses are many kinds. Offenses by one's mind, offenses by one's words, offenses by one's body. And it's punished in other ages in many ways. But in the age of Kali, offenses of the words and mind is not counted very much. One will not be punished. But when you become devotee, we have to be careful. Bholana Khai Chaitanya Mahaprabhu instructed, one should not think of ill of others. So as soon as this such thought comes, one should fix it. One should chant Hare Krishna. So even though we live in different Krishna consciousness, but devotees are applicable to different laws. And devotees live in Satya Yuga in one sense, right? Because we follow practice the four legs of religious principles. Thank you. So degradation happens very gradually, very gradually, very gradually. All these names. Temporary restoration. Then after that, in Kali Yuga, all four legs will be lost due course of time. But now we need to do our duty, go back to spiritual world and help others also going back to spiritual world. That's Prabhupada's desire, that's Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's desire. So we can end it here then. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna. Grantha Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna.